what was your marketing approach? Like, how did you get yourself out there? How'd you get that phone ringing?
Well, my first go-to was Craigslist. I was putting ads on Craigslist, and then what I do after that?
John,
I
do you
actually
pay do you have to pay for those ads on Craigslist?
back then it was free.
Okay.
I don't do Craigslist anymore, so my understanding, I think they charge now. But I was getting quite a few jobs on Craigslist, and um, I started running paid pay per click. Back then, it was a company was called White Shark Media. They're probably still around, but that wasn't panning out too much. So then I started going after commercial customers, and
Now, what
yeah,
was that you just said? That company? What is that? That's a website you
they
go
they
to? Is that
are
a
they do
company?
pay per click,
Okay.
and they were based out of Florida, I think, back then, and that was working. It seemed like that was working okay. It's getting me more jobs, but as I was learning more to track my ad spend and versus how much money I was making, I saw it wasn't a good idea. So yeah.
Where would you say the base of your foundation came of clients at the beginning? What marketing strategy? What was it, like the organic, like the yard signs, word of mouth,
You
business
know,
cards?
it was it's mostly organic online. I actually didn't use do yard signs up until like 2 years ago. You know,
Ah,
and
okay.
then the yard signs, I think they're more about branding. So people might see your yard signs, but they don't call you because of the yard signs. They call you because when they go to Google and they see happy junk removal, they subconsciously saw that yard sign and it builds that branding. So they're going to call you not because of the yard sign, but because they see you coming up on Google and it's tied in with a branding of that yard sign. So you become more of a household name or a subconscious name in the customer's perspective. You know.
See, that's the only problem I ran into in my area. You can't use branded signs. It's against
Oh,
the law over there, so we have to
uh,
use the banded signs.
yeah,
I don't know how strict they are with enforcing that, but I don't see too many branded signs in the area, or if I do see them, like a day later, they're gone. They must go around the town and clean those up. So that's
yeah,
definitely one of the obstacles we gotta figure out how to get around. And I'm kind of going through the same stage right now. I'm at that beginning. I think I'm 2 weeks up and running,
yeah,
and I'm about 3 jobs in, and I'm out every single night. We're putting out the bandit signs. We're doing word of mouth. We made gift baskets. We're going introducing ourselves to the local businesses.
yeah.
I'm posting on Facebook groups and all, and I knew it was going to be an uphill battle. I listened to everybody, and everybody says, it is slow at first, but I thought it was going to be a little more action than it is. So I don't
Yeah.
know if it's also maybe the time of year that we're in as well. It's a little colder out, and maybe people aren't really looking to use
Yeah,
junk
I think if
removal.
at least for us, it's going to start picking up next month.
Okay.
Yeah, typically January is a little bit slower, and then it starts picking up. It peaks up about August. It peaks for us.
So let
Yeah.
me ask you a bit of advice for me. Like, what can I do to get out there more? Is there anything else other than with the yard signs, business cards, flyers? I just got my website up and running. Shout out to Spearcrest Digital. Ronnie Knuckles hooked it up and
Okay. Yeah.
made a beautiful, beautiful website. Which when I get off here, I want to send it over there. Just hear your thoughts and what you think of that.
Okay. What city are you in, Paul?
I'm actually by Sonoma Strong, so
Okay.
right where we had that junk expo.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
15
Okay.
minutes away from them.
So, yeah, I've been doing this like 11 years or so, but I always learn something new. So, and I talked to my son. He's in Tucson. He's been at it about 3 years. And what I tell people is I'm gonna talk to you like you're my son because I want you to do well, right? So what I tell my son is you got to go to these networking meetings. You got to go to BNI. And his first reaction was like, "That's boring, Dad. You got to sit there. You got to show up. If you don't show up, it's mandatory attendance. It's almost like having a job and a boss." But if I had to do this all over again, I would focus more on relationships as opposed to paying for advertising. So the a really good tool, and they have a CRM. BNI has a CRM that helps you be successful. So if you attend their meetings and you meet with different professionals in those groups, you're going to build a network that's going to help you grow, because their motivation is for you to help them, and they're going to help you. So I started BNI, I think September. So I've already done like 7,000 in revenue with them. Just, it pays off. So find your largest BNI group in your area, join that, and just become part of that network. People get to know Paul. They're going to like you. They're going to trust you. And when somebody talks about junk, they're going to think about you.
And
So
this might sound stupid, but what does BNI stand for?
Business Networking International, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, I first went to BNI back when I was doing. I used to do kitchen exhaust systems when I was pressure washing, and I was trying to get more customers. So I went to a BNI meeting, and I was a little bit more introverted then, and I didn't feel right in that environment, because most of my customers back then were commercial customers for the pressure washing. But for junk removal, it's all retail. You're going to do 80% retail. Every mom and pop, everyone needs junk removal. So you got to put yourself out there. And at these BNI meetings, it's a good place to put yourself out there.
And what do they, each local area has like different groups or something
Yeah,
that
there's
you
different
join?
chapters. So in your area, there might be, half a dozen to 10 chapters. And you join the one that's closest to you, or the one that you could visit all of them and pick the one that you feel most comfortable in. But they usually last an hour, hour and a half. You get up, you get to do a 25-second pitch about your business, and everybody does testimonials. You get somebody gets to do a presentation for 7 minutes about their business. Yeah, so I like it because they have a CRM. When I started this, there was no CRMs, right? It was we just did it manually, Google Calendar. But BNI has a CRM that helps you succeed, just like Autopilot, House Call Pro. It's going to keep you on task and keep you organized. So it's a great source for getting leads.
And what is the CRM? What is also does it bring to the table? Like, what are some of the services that come with it? And
Oh, the BNI CRM?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just part of the membership, so you can track how much business you've gotten from BNI. You can track how much business you've given out. You can track how many one-on-ones. So like this, you and I talking, right? This, like, I can enter that as training, because we're having a networking meeting right now. So I enter that as a credit, so to show that I'm trying to better myself as a business owner. So they help raise the bar in your performance as a business owner, right?
What do they charge you monthly for that?
I think it's like 1,000 a year or something like that. I forget. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, I got to look into it. I haven't heard about that one yet, but also if guys in junk removal business, you might know Andrew Thompson. He's got Autopilot.
Yeah.
He's building as we speak. We're in beta testing. It's up and running. I've been using that and been getting great results and all. And he keeps just adding more and more stuff, and he's letting the people tell what else feedback, and he could possibly be adding more. So
Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, it's good. Andrew's got the tracking numbers on there. I invested in the Autopilot, so I'm waiting a little bit before I transfer everything over. Right now, I use House Call Pro, but I'll be switching. But what's cool with Andrew's software, he has the tracking numbers that are embedded in the software, so you can track where your leads are coming from.
How much does a Household Pro charge?
House Call Pro, I think I'm paying like $350 a month right now.
Wow, bro, do you see like how much all this adds up? You just said 1,000 for the other one, 350 per month for that. You start running up some pretty big bills. Does it actually pay for itself, would you say, though, with business?
Oh yeah, so the BNI is 1,000 a year. I've already billed out 7,000. Okay, and that's in what, September, October, November, December, January. 5 months, 7,000. So you figure, $1,100 a month, and I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
just getting started.
Wow. So
But not only that, I met other professionals there that, like for example, my workman's comp. I found a guy there at the BNI group that can get it for me for 3,000 less a year. So he's already saved me 3,000 for the year.
oh,
You know?
that's amazing. I love
Yeah,
when you find things like that. And I
yeah,
actually had one of those recently when it came to getting commercial insurance. And actually, the day I seen you at the expo was the actual day I got that morning. I got my commercial insurance finally on.
nice.
When I
Yep.
first went and got quoted, I was quoted at 17,600 for the year, and I almost shit my pants. I was just like, "Wait, what?" I didn't expect that much for a single truck. I was expecting somewhere like 5 to 10K. But when I
Yeah,
heard that, almost my mouth dropped. So I talked with Matt Vick from Sonoma Strong, and
yeah,
I told him the deal, and he was like, "Yo, you got to talk to Toby Stubbs. He
yeah,
is the guy in junk removal that helps everybody out with commercial insurance.
yeah.
He's the guy." And I
He
hit up
saved me. I think when I first signed up with Toby, he saved me 35,000 a year.
up. So that's kind of the same story I'm about to
Yeah,
tell you. So that morning he hits me up and he's like, "Yo, I got you a better deal, man. 6,000." I was like, "You just saved me $11,000. I love you, bro." Like, so yeah, that's so guys, if you are looking for commercial insurance and you're having problems going through, because certain states it's really hard. California is definitely one of them. I got the guy. So hit me up, or you could just hit up Toby Stubbs directly, and he'll definitely let you he'll see what he could do. He'll see what quotes he could get as well.